Why smart retirees are changing their pension strategy in 2026. For years, retirement planning followed one familiar formula: work until a chosen age, take the tax-free cash, move the rest into an income plan, then withdraw roughly the same amount every month. Simple, predictable, and increasingly risky. In 2026, smarter retirees are realizing that retirement income cannot run on autopilot. The state pension has risen again. Tax thresholds remain tight. More pension money stays invested after retirement, and the age at which many people can access private pensions is moving closer to 57. A decision that looked sensible 5 years ago may now create unnecessary tax, force investments to be sold during a market fall, or leave an income gap before the state pension begins. So what are retirees changing, and which parts of the old retirement playbook may no longer work? Let's find out. The biggest change is not a secret investment. It is a flexible system that can respond to tax, markets, spending, and age. By the end of this video, you will understand 5 major strategy shifts shaping UK retirement planning in 2026, why fixed withdrawals are losing their appeal, and how to create income without giving up flexibility too early. If you enjoy practical videos about pensions, tax, and financial independence, subscribe because we upload videos like this every week. Transition. The first change begins with a number many retirees once ignored: their total taxable income. Change 1. Retirees are withdrawing for tax, not just spending. In 2026, the source and timing of retirement income can matter almost as much as the amount. The full new state pension is now a little above £12,500 a year, while the standard personal allowance remains at roughly the same level. Someone receiving close to the full amount may therefore have almost no unused personal allowance for private pension income. A workplace pension, rent, part-time earnings, or taxable savings interest can quickly create a tax bill. Smart retirees are looking at the entire tax year before taking large payments. Instead of asking, "How much can I withdraw today?" they ask, "Which account should fund this expense, and what will it do to my total taxable income?" The answer may be a pension withdrawal, cash, or an ISA. The aim is not avoiding tax at any cost. It is preventing several taxable payments from creating an unnecessarily large bill in 1 year. Tax is only one reason the old fixed income strategy is changing. The next shift is about what happens when markets fall at exactly the wrong moment. Change 2. They are building a spending buffer. Imagine retiring with a pension that remains invested. During the first year, markets fall sharply. You still need money for food, energy, transport, and housing. If every expense requires selling investments, you may be forced to sell more units while prices are low. Those units are then unavailable when markets recover. Some retirees are therefore separating near-term spending from long-term growth. They may hold a reasonable cash reserve for upcoming expenses while leaving money needed later invested. The reserve is not designed for maximum return. Its job is to stop every market decline from becoming a lifestyle emergency. But balance matters. Too much cash can lose purchasing power to inflation. Too little may force unwanted investment sales. The suitable amount depends on dependable income, spending flexibility, risk tolerance, and how much remains invested. Cash can protect tomorrow's spending. Investments can protect spending 20 years from now. A strong retirement plan may need both. Change 3. They are mixing guaranteed and flexible income. Retirement discussions often present annuities and drawdown as opposites. Choose certainty or choose flexibility. But some retirees are combining them.
An annuity can turn part of a pension into guaranteed income under the contract. Drawdown leaves money invested and allows flexible withdrawals, but its value can rise or fall. The FCA's latest retirement income data showed increases in both drawdown and annuity purchases, rather than one completely replacing the other.
A retiree might use the state pension and guaranteed income to cover essential bills. Another portion can remain invested for travel, larger purchases, inflation protection, or later life needs. This can reduce pressure on the invested pot without locking every pound into one solution. The balance depends on health, household income, dependence, and contract features. Shopping around matters because providers and options differ. The fourth shift may be the most surprising. Some retirees are no longer taking all their tax-free cash simply because they can. Change 4. They are phasing tax-free cash. Taking a large tax-free lump sum on the first day of retirement feels like a reward, but what happens after it reaches your bank? Without a specific purpose, it may sit in cash, create taxable interest, lose value to inflation, or disappear through spending. With phased or partial drawdown, pension money can be moved gradually. Each phase may release part of the available tax-free cash while the rest remains invested. You do not have to take the full tax-free amount immediately. This creates more control over timing and taxable income. But phasing is not automatically better. Charges, risk, tax rules, and personal discipline still matter. The better question is not, how much tax-free cash can I take? It is, how much do I need now, and what job will that money perform? Change 5. They are planning a retirement bridge. More people do not move directly from full-time work into permanent retirement. They reduce their hours, take contract work, or use accessible savings for a few years. This matters because the normal minimum pension age is scheduled to rise from 55 to 57 in April 2028 for most people without protection. Someone hoping to stop work at 55 may need 2 years of accessible money before private pension access. The state pension normally begins later still. A bridge might use cash, ISAs, part-time earnings, or another dependable source. It can delay taxable pension withdrawals until employment income is lower, but it must be calculated carefully. Leaving work before confirming access dates, housing costs, and essential spending can turn early retirement into a cash flow problem. The extra rule for people still working. Semi-retirement creates another danger. Someone may take taxable flexible pension income while continuing to contribute through work. That can trigger the money purchase annual allowance. Once triggered, the amount that can generally enter defined contribution pensions with tax advantages falls to around £10,000 a year, including personal and employer contributions. For someone planning a final period of heavy pension saving, that restriction can be costly. Taking only tax-free cash will not normally trigger it, but the withdrawal method matters. Before accessing money while still working, ask the provider whether the payment triggers the MPAA. How to update your own strategy. Map the next 10 years rather than treating retirement as one date. Write down when work income stops, when pensions become available, when the state pension begins, and which major expenses may appear. Separate essential from flexible spending. Then identify which income is dependable and which depends on markets. Review your tax position before every large withdrawal. A payment made in a different tax year can sometimes produce a different result, although personal circumstances must be checked. Confirm whether your provider supports phased drawdown, flexible payments, and the retirement route you want. Check fees, investment strategy, guarantees, beneficiaries, and your selected retirement age. Review the plan at least annually and update it when markets, tax rules, health, family responsibilities, or spending priorities change. For eligible defined contribution pension holders, PensionWise offers free, impartial guidance. Complex tax, transfer, or income decisions may require regulated financial advice. Recap. Let's bring the changes together. Smart retirees in 2026 are becoming more tax-aware about where income comes from. They are holding spending reserves, so every market fall does not force an investment sale. They are blending guaranteed income with flexible drawdown. They are phasing tax-free cash instead of automatically taking the maximum. And they are building income bridges around changing pension access ages. Those still working are also checking the MPAA before taking taxable pension money. The common theme is flexibility. The old strategy tried to predict one perfect retirement. The new strategy prepares for several possible versions of it. Outro. Retirement in 2026 is not simply about collecting a pension and repeating the same withdrawal every month. It is about deciding which money to use, when to use it, how much certainty you need, and how much flexibility to preserve. The smartest retirees are not necessarily those with the largest pension pots. They give every part of their money a clear job. Cash for near-term stability, guaranteed income for essential bills,
investments for future growth, and flexible accounts for changing plans. So before making your next pension decision, stop asking whether one strategy is best forever. Ask whether it is right for this stage of your retirement. Because the plan that gets you into retirement may not be the plan that carries you safely through it. If you found this video useful, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more practical videos about UK pensions, retirement income, and financial security. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.